how's it going? Welcome back. This is Amy, and it is Book Talk Friday, Friday the 13th. Careful out there, this crazies. And it could be a good day or a bad day. I don't know. We have black cats. We're good. Just things seem to randomly happen, though, on those days. Not that we're superstitious. No. Um, yeah, got my coffee. Iced coffee today. This is um I have a coconut creamer. I was trying to figure out what kind of creamer with this regular coffee pod. Anywho, today in on today on this episode of Book Talk Friday, we're going to be doing my book haul. I think I got a small book haul last month. I got a charity shop. I have some from the charity shop I went to, and then my sister got me a book for my birthday. So my birthday was last month. But yeah, I was gonna do my uh book reviews today, but I decided to put it off. So I'm gonna do um this one's more fun for me is the book hauls. So yeah, I got a few books, and then my sister got me one. So we will just get right into it, and we'll start with the one my sister got me. This one, I don't normally read this genre. What she got for me, she didn't know what the book was. She bought one of those blind date with the books for me. So she just went off of what the little, highlights it said it was. It said it was romance. So she didn't know. But actually, it worked out pretty great because I thought I heard about this one and it sounded really good. And I love the color because it kind of matches with the tropical beach theme going on that I have in here, which you can't really see, but anyway, I do. So this one is called The Love Haters by Catherine Center. So I thought I seen it on a somebody's book too, but I can't say for sure who. But I just thought I love the cover and and it's sprayed edges. Yeah, she paid a little bit of money for this for my birthday. She's the best. And then on the inside, I love, 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 love the palm trees and the different colors. But yeah, this is like the teal, turquoise color. I love the color. I'm keeping the book even if I don't like it because, well, first of all, she got it and she also got me this little, see it? A little bookmark, it's a little heart. And I thought she got me something else that I can't remember. She got me some stuff. Yeah, love it all. But yeah, so this one is about I thought I knew what it was about. I gotta put my glasses on. Oh, can't remember. But yeah, so this is a romance. But I'm gonna save this for a summer read because obviously summer summer vibes. But this is about says a thin line between love and love hating. Says Katie Vaughn has been burned by love in the past. Now now she may be lighting her career on fire. She has two choices: wait to get laid off from her job as a video producer, or, at her coworker Cole's request, take a career-making gig profiling Tom Hutchinson, I don't know about that name, a Coast Guard rescue swimmer in Key West. The catch? Katie's not exactly qualified. She can't swim, but she pretends that she can. That's gonna get her into trouble right there. I'm telling you right now, you cannot say you can swim and then you have to do something that you have to swim. That's not gonna go well. I'm just saying, I can swim, but I would never say that's like saying I've been skydiving before and pretend that I'm gonna go skydiving, which I'd never do that. But yeah, it says plus Cole and Hutch are brothers and they don't get along. Says anyway, it's looks like and then the other thing that piqued my interest was he has says Katie gets entangled with Hutch, the most scientifically good-looking man she's ever seen, says here, but maybe a bit of a love hater, along with his colorful Aunt Rue, and he has a rescue Great Dane. Love it. She gets trapped in a lie. Or two. Swim lessons, helicopter flights, conga lines, drinking contests, hurricanes, and stolen kisses. It sounds kind of fun. It's got a dog in it, so a dog. It's tropical, and yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a fun ride. So yeah, so that was my birthday gift. And oh, at the end, I got to tell you what I'm reading. Um, where are we going to put that? Right here for now. Okay, so these others I got at the charity shop, Goodwill. I just call it charity shop. It's easier than explaining if you don't know what Goodwill is. It's a charity shop. Um, I found another little thriller short. It's Witness Impulse. So Karen Slaughter does these little thriller shorts. I've got a couple of them, and I've read a couple, and I really like them. This is Last Breath by Karen Slaughter, and they're typically under, I think, under 200 pages. Yeah, because this is 159 pages, and it's got a little blurb for her novel, The Good Daughter. So this, from what I understand, is like a little prequel to The Good Daughter, apparently. Um, it's about at the age of 13, Charlie Quinn's childhood came to an abrupt and devastating end. Two men with a grudge against her lawyer father broke into her home, and after a shocking night, Charlie's world was never the same. Since now a lawyer herself, Charlie has made her mission to defend those with no one else to turn to. So when Flora Faulkner. I don't know where people get these writers get their names. Keep it simple, because that's a tongue twister. Flora Faulkner. Yeah, can't say that out loud too many times because I'll mess it up. A motherless teen begs for help. Charlie is reminded of her own past and is powerless to say no. It says, but honor student Flora is in far deeper trouble than Charlie could ever anticipate. Soon she must ask herself, how far would she go to protect her client, and can she truly believe everything she's being told? So 159 pages, not long. I found a couple. I think there was two shorts I read of hers on audio actually, but I have a couple. I have this one and I have a couple more, I think. But then James Patterson does these shorts. He calls them book shots. Hers are called Witness Impulse. But I really like them. They're short. It's like you just get all of the thrill in one little package. So anyway, so that was good. And then this one, oh, I found two Charlie Donnelly books at the Goodwill. I was surprised because I just read a month or two ago. Guess Again. It's his newest one. Yeah, it's the newest. I really loved it. So that was my first Charlie Donnelly, and I really like his writing, so I wanted to read some more. So I ended up finding these two, and this one is, I hadn't heard of this one. It says Some Choose Darkness. It's a little paperback edition. And this is, I don't even know if I even know if I read the back on this one yet. I have that there. Um, um, it says forensic reconstructionist Rory Moore sheds light on the cold case homicides by piecing together crime scene details others fail to see. Cleaning out her late father's law office after his burial, she receives a call that plunges her into a decades-old case. In the summer of '79, 5 Chicago women went missing. The predator, nicknamed the Thief, left no bodies, no clues behind, until police received a package from a mysterious woman named Angela Mitchell, whose unorthodox investigations appeared to unmask the killer. Then Angela disappeared without a trace. 40 years later, the thief is about to be paroled for Angela's murder, but the cryptic file Rory finds in her father's law office suggests there was more to the case. I bet you there was, Angela. Hmm. So that's Charlie Donnelly. So I haven't heard of that one. There's some other books going around in his that I do have The Girl Who Was Taken. I haven't read that one yet, but I do have that one. And this one I've seen some booktubers talking about recently that they've read. This is 20 years later. I think it's a hit or miss for some, but it sounds really interesting. This is where is it about? Did I just read another Charlie Don? What did I read? I don't remember. No, I haven't. It was, I just read Lucinda Berry, but anyway, we'll get to that when I do my reviews for March. But anyway, so this is Avery Mason Host of the American events. Host of the American events knows how to. Okay, that's a review. I don't know. I don't have, this is a paperback, so I don't have. Oh, maybe I do. Okay, no, that's not. I thought that was a review. It's not. It says Ava Mason, host of American events, knows how to grab a TV audience's attention. Her latest story, a murder mystery laced with kinky sex, tragedy, and betrayal, is guaranteed ratings gold. New DNA technology has allowed the New York Medical Examiner's Office to make its first successful identification of a 9/11 victim in year first successful identification of a 9/11 victim in years, and here's a twist. Okay, give it to us. It says the victim, Victoria Ford, has been accused of the gruesome murder of her married lover. In a chilling last phone call to her sister Emma, Victoria begged her to prove her innocence. By now, Emma has waited 20 years to clear Victoria's name. Alone, she's had no luck, but she's convinced that Avery's connections and fame will help her. Avery, aiming for a more lucrative network contract, goes into investigative overdrive. Don't we all? Victoria has been having an affair with a successful novelist. Oh, and there's a writer in the book, so that's good. Um, she's been having an affair with a successful novelist found hanging from the balcony of his Catskills mansion. Well, there's a twist. The entire crime scene was covered in Victoria's DNA, but bel- Victoria's private life belies a much darker mystery, and Avery doesn't realize there are other players in the game who are interested in Avery's own secret past, a secret she thought was dead and buried. Dun dun dun. I don't know. 20 years later, so we got forensics, we got a novelist, we got n- um, a TV host, true crime. Looks like a true crime host. We're going back in the past to 9/11, and which may not be so good, but anyway. So yeah, sounds like a good one. I don't know what the road in the middle of nowhere has to do with anything, but we're gonna find that out. Yeah. So that's the two Charlie Donnellys, and I have got a couple of I haven't started a series. See, I have a few series I haven't started. I mean, it's typical. I have another Joe Nesbo book in the Harry Hole series. Like I said, I haven't started. I don't have the first one yet because I want to start obviously from the first one, which is the bat, which I keep putting in my cart on eBay and then not getting, and then putting it in the cart and then not getting it. So anyway, so this somebody got this at half price books, but it showed up at my Goodwill. This is Phantom. It's the Harry Hole series, and he's a writer from, I want to say, Norway. Um, Nordic crime novel. He lives in Oslo. Yeah, he's Norwegian. Um, but yeah, so there's that one. And this one is about when Harry Hole moved to Hong Kong, he thought he was escaping the trauma of his life in Oslo and his career as a detective for good. But now the unthinkable has happened. Oleg, the boy he helped raise, has been arrested for killing a man. Harry can't believe that Oleg is a murderer, so he turns to hunt down the real killer. So that's what that one's about. And this is book number. I have two others, so this is the third one I have, but I don't have them in order. I have. Okay, the bat is the first one. So this is one, two, three, four, five. This is the ninth one, and I have the snowman. What's the other one? And I have one called the police. Police? Yeah, I have one called the police. I don't know where that's at in this. I'm pretty sure it's Harry Hole series, but I have two. I got a ways to go. But anyway, so yeah, these seemed interesting to me, but I haven't got to the series. But like I said, I'm collecting along the way. All three of the books that I have, I got at Goodwill, so it's not like I'm putting out a lot of dough. $1.99. Can't beat that. And then I have a nonfiction. Looks brand new. Actually, I looked at the date this was published, and it was like quite a few years ago. But the book, it looks like it hasn't been read. And it's from 2003. And this is the first edition. So this is Death of Innocence, the story of the hate crime that changed America. And it's written by Mamie Teal Mobley and Christopher Benson. So this is the story of Emmett Till, a young boy who was kidnapped and murdered. And if you don't know the story of Emmett, there's been documentaries about it. And Mamie Teal Mobley is his mother, and she co-wrote it with Christopher Benson. And there is a fort, which is interesting after I got this book because the Reverend Jesse Jackson had just died like a few weeks ago, and I got this shortly after. And so there's a forward in here by Jesse Jackson. So I thought that was interesting. Um, but yeah, so this is about this mother's, um, well, I guess her journey of after her son was murdered and um, what all happened and her world changed. Obviously, it says the story of a hate crime that changed America, but it also changes mother's life. But so Emmett Till, like I said, he was a young teenager who was kidnapped and he was murdered. And the reason that people use two men did this was that he had made some comment or something to a white woman in a store. And this is in the 1950s. I think that happened in, where did this happen at? He was visiting family in Mississippi, 1955, August. And he was kidnapped from his bed in the middle of the night by two white men, and brutally murdered. His crime, allegedly whistling at a white woman. I think they said other things happened, but at a convenience store. It says his mother began her career of activism when she assisted on an open casket viewing of her son's gruesomely disfigured body. And yeah, I'm not going to show you any pictures in here because before seeing these photos, I had seen others from documentaries and stuff. So it's very disturbing. And it's disturbing what happened. Yeah, it's a horrible moment in our history. And so she insisted on having an open casket for her son's funeral. And it says more than 100,000 people attended the service. The trial of J.W. Millam and Roy Bryant, accused of kidnapping and murdering Emmett. The two were eventually acquitted of the crime. Yes, that is correct. They were considered the first full-scale media event of the civil rights movement. What followed altered the course of the country's history, and it was all set in motion by the sheer will, determination, and courage of Mamie Till Mobley, a woman who would pull herself back from the brink of suicide to become a teacher and inspire hundreds of black children throughout the community. Mamie Till Mobley, who died in 2003, just as she completed this memoir, she died in 2000, just as she completed this memoir, has honored us with her full testimony. I focused on my son while I considered this book. The result is in your hands. I am experienced but not cynical. I am hopeful that we all can be better than we are. I've been broken-hearted, but I still maintain an oversized capacity for love. Death of Innocence is an essential document in the annals of the American civil rights history and a painful yet beautiful account of a mother's ability to transform tragedy into boundless courage and hope. So yeah. So that is, if you don't know anything about this, it will behoove you to learn something because it is such a. Also, I would like to say that there's a blurb on here by Rosa Parks, and there's a picture in here because Rosa Parks was alive when this happened. Rosa Parks was the woman who got on the bus and sat in the section that was for the white people and refused to get off. If you know the story of Rosa Parks, but there is also somewhere there was a picture Rosa Parks. I think it was at a memorial. Yeah. hmm It says Emmett Till Road dedication in Chicago. They were from Chicago. Rosa Parks, and then Mamie Till Mobley. Anyway, let's show that picture. You can see it. So here, right here, that's Rosa Parks. She was still alive. You've seen that really good, but anyway. So yeah, so that's that. That's a nonfiction I got. I like to pick up a good nonfiction. This is brand spanking new. Um, there's pictures in here, and anyway. And I did get another nonfiction paperback. I found this one just by chance. And I was so excited because I've been watching a lot of British TV, and a lot of stuff I'm watching right now is in and around Manchester area, the northern England. And so I've been wanting to learn more about Manchester, and I'm kind of wanting to. I'd love to go on vacation there and just check things out because it just has obviously so much history. But yeah, I found this history book. It's a history of Manchester. At first, I was like, because in the U.S., I think we have a Manchester in either Vermont or New Hampshire. I can't remember. So I had to look at it to make sure it was England. And yeah, so I got this. I got this history on Manchester. It's like that's cool. Has a lot of pictures. Um, so yeah, I'll be getting into that in a little bit at a time. Love that. That was perfect. I picked that up. I was so excited. Anyway, so that is the book haul that I have. Those I got in February. So yeah, so my next video I should be doing is I got to do my February book reviews because I'm going to stay on top of that this year and not have a big pile up. So we're going to get to that, I promise. And now the current book I'm reading, I just finished um a Lucinda Berry one and four. I really like that one. That was a good book. And this one I just started yesterday. I'm already over 100 pages in. I'm on chapter 20. This is Alice Feeney's new one, My Husband's Wife. I had a long wait at the library to get this one, and it finally came in. And so I was going to save it for April, but I decided to get to it in March probably because it is a new one. I won't be able to renew it, and I'll have to get it back to the library, and it goes to my local library, not from a connecting library. So my libraries that I get most of my books from, they still have a late fee charge, which is like 25 cents, I think. Is it 25 cents? Yeah, it's 25 cents a day. It's not a lot. So if I'm going to be late and I'm almost finished, I usually will just be late and pay the charge and finish my books. But because this is a new one, I don't want to be late. I want other people to get to it because it was a long line. So yeah, I'm 100 pages in, 104, chapter 20. I'm really liking it. I've been hit or miss with Alice Feeney. I love Daisy Darker. I was okay about Beautiful Ugly, and this one I'm really liking. I'm invested. So hopefully in the next day or two I'll finish it and I can get it back to my library. But anyway, so that's where I'm at in my reading, and that was my book haul. I like going to the local. We only really pretty much have that one charity shop to get books from where I live, unless I travel like an hour, 45 minutes away to get to a little bit bigger city that would have more options. But because it's like 45 minutes to an hour, I don't really go there a lot. But anywho, thanks for coming by. We'll see you here next time. Hopefully, I have those book reviews. I think I have 5 or 6 books to review that I read in February, so that's good. So you have a good weekend and hang on today. It's Friday the 13th. Good luck.